Now to the battle over your Second Amendment right, with one judge saying Americans have no right to carry a gun beyond their own doorstep or their house. William Jeunesse live on that West Coast Newsroom in L.A. William, what was said here?
Well, in 2008, Bill, the Supreme Court said Americans have a fundamental right to keep and bear arms, but some states are trying to limit that decision, saying the right to own a gun ends when you leave the house.
I was heartbroken that my own safety wasn't probable cause to protect myself.
Michelle Laxon was born and raised in rural San Diego County, where the single mother was always around guns and now wants a permit to carry one to protect herself when she's on the road.
I travel for a living. I'm an independent contractor, so I carry a lot of cash.
The county sheriff repeatedly denied Laxon's permit request. If she lived elsewhere in California or in one of the 41 states where shall issue or open permitting rules exist, Laxon could carry a concealed weapon outside the home. But in the 9 may issue states, like California, the decision is up to a local official, usually the sheriff, to decide whether to issue a permit, even if the applicant demonstrates good cause for needing one.
If you give a government official too much discretion in determining whether or not there is good cause or there is a special need or there is whatever it is that needs to be established in order to get one of those licenses, if it's not objective, it allows for bias to creep in. And in California, we've had that kind of thing going on for years.
Laxon says that's what happened to her. Friends of the sheriff got permits when she and others could not. A divided Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals thought that was wrong and ruled in her favor. Judge Sidney Thomas, strongly considered by President Obama for a seat on the Supreme Court, dissented, saying, quote, "Carrying concealed weapons in public, by definition, does not inherently involve defense of the hearth and home. So the core of the Second Amendment is not implicated." At first, the San Diego sheriff agreed to go along with the court's ruling and issue more permits. But now the state's attorney general is hoping to intervene in the case.
If it goes to the Supreme Court, I'll probably be right there on the doorsteps fighting and advocating.
So the case is still going through the appeals process and could go to the Supreme Court. Meantime, in counties that have relaxed the rules, there's been more concealed carry applications, Bill, than sheriffs can handle.
Wow, William Jeunesse, thank you from Los Angeles on that story.